while the last one was successful. Clement Masombo, KTN.
All right, now the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, has called on leaders within the East African Community EAC bloc, starting with members of parliament, to be intentional in passing and implementing legislation that fosters freedom of association, the free movement of goods and services, and the establishment of a common currency. Speaking during the closing ceremony of the 14th edition of the EAC Inter Games held at the Pride in Paradise in Mombasa, Wetangula emphasized the critical role of parliamentary leadership in legislation and budget appropriation.
Nataka kuwasihi wabunge wetu wana Afrika Mashariki, wabunge ambao mna jukumu kubwa na rais, cheza kama nyinyi, cheza nafasi yenu, unganisha Afrika Mashariki. Big is good. The economies of our region, we now boast of a population of over 500 million people. Nobody can take us for granted. Nobody can ignore us. And like Ali Mazrui, the great professor from this soil of Mombasa, said, equity among people depends on who owns what. But equity among nations depends on who produces what. And what we produce as East Africa is what will put us on the scale with Europe, with America, with Asia, with everybody else.
Now let's cross over to matters power and electricity. And the Energy and Petroleum CS Opiyo Wandayi has assured Kenyans that his ministry will ensure that electricity blackouts will always be restored in the shortest time possible. Responding to last night's blackout, which affected many areas of the country, the CS said that he was impressed with the speed that power was restored before dawn. The CS was speaking in Yatta constituency during the commissioning and launch of the Rural Electrification and Renewable Energy Corporation projects, with the corporation committing to connect about 4,000 households this financial year. Today, they reconnected 70 households to the power grid.
The frequency of blackouts has considerably gone down. And even in those few instances where there is a blackout, we have taken the shortest time possible to restore power. A case in point is last night, when power went off due to a technical hitch on the Tanzania-Kenya interconnector. And as Kenya Power and Lighting Company, and of course as REREC, and Kenyans should rest assured that there will be no unusual power outages.
In this constituency, we are investing 53 million Kenya shillings. And at the time we finish implementing the projects, we are going to have connected about 4,000 households. But we are also undertaking survey and design for the entire constituency, and indeed for all the 290 constituencies around the country, so that we get ready for purposes of ensuring that we connect people as quickly as possible and as soon as possible after funding has been